We're tracking the investigation into a shooting in a Richmond neighborhood. Police say that one person was killed and 2 more were injured.
With the Breeders' Cup, UK games, and other events going on in Lexington this week, police have an alert tonight about pickpocketing.
How Bluegrass Airport workers have made some changes this week to welcome all those Breeders' Cup visitors to Lexington.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 6.
Good evening. What led to a shooting that police say killed one person and injured 2 others in a Richmond neighborhood today? And tonight we're learning some new details about that investigation.
Richmond police were called to a home on Jason Drive off the Eastern Bypass around 1 this afternoon. Garrett Weimer just received an update from police. He's live now with our top story at 6. Garrett?
Yeah, just in the last hour, we've seen a lot of activity here at the crime scene. We saw the coroner wheel in a gurney, and then about half an hour later, probably about half an hour ago, we saw them bring out the body. Now, police say 3 people were shot. 1 man was dead inside the apartment. Another man was taken to UK hospital. Investigators say a woman was shot in the foot. They found her not far from the scene. Police have been out here for hours now and have turned this street into a crime scene. Now, we still don't know how the 3 people involved knew each other or what led to the shooting. That's what police say they've been working to figure out here, but police do tell us that they are not searching for any suspects. Live in Richmond, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Garrett, thank you. The man who died has not been identified. We do not know the conditions of the 2 people injured.
Tonight, a Boyle County youth minister has been arrested. Police say he had inappropriate text messages and photographs involving teenagers. Danville police arrested 28-year-old Bobby Cassidy last night. He is a part-time youth minister at Gethsemane Baptist Church and a volunteer at Danville High School. Police say that 15 and 17-year-old boys said they sent images and video portraying sexual acts to Cassidy. They also claim that Cassidy claimed he had arrest powers and was a peace officer. He had been the youth minister at the church since 2013.
And so we don't know really what the facts are right now. Our church, our committees aren't taking action, and they're going to be suspending his ministry here and his job here until further investigation and information comes out.
Investigators say Cassidy had multiple roles as a volunteer there around the sports programs at Danville High School.
Tonight, 2 people face charges after police say they broke into an 84-year-old woman's home. Nicholasville police arrested Adam Hager and Tamara Matthews after the burglary on West Brown Street. The victim's son says the woman pulled a gun on Hager and Matthews, but he says the 2 grabbed the gun away and then found prescription medicine and money and ran off.
Apparently knew exactly where to go, what to do, because they got a bottle of pills from her, and she had to drop on them with a pistol and didn't shoot them. They're lucky it was her instead of me.
Carr says he thinks the suspects knew there was prescription medicine in the home from the victim's grandson's ex-girlfriend. Police say they found Hager and Matthews a few blocks away. Both have been charged with burglary. Tonight, a steady rain continues to fall across much of the Bluegrass, and it looks like some strong winds will be moving in as well. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey shows us what he is tracking on the First Alert Defender right now. You saw on Garrett's shot right there, it is extremely windy right now.
Yeah, and those winds are really going to crank up. We could be talking about gusts 30 to 40 miles per hour coming up as we go into the overnight. Heaviest rains of the day right on top of the Lexington Metro now. Defender is tracking this big wall of very heavy rain from southwest to northeast. It's zipping through here fairly quickly, but it can put down a quick ½ inch of rain in an hour to 2 hour time span. And the heaviest rains are right on top of a corridor from Richmond over into parts of Harrodsburg. Folks around Mount Vernon, Conway, northbound on 75 through Berea into Richmond with those soaking rains. How about Lawrenceburg, Versailles, Woodford County, up into the capital city of Frankfort, dealing with a lot of heavy rain. And it is just now getting in to the downtown Lexington area. So if you're out and about in Lexington, the heaviest rains are screaming through here of the entire day as of now. And you see that showing up especially on the west side of town. How about to our northeast along 64? Very heavy rains here. Southeastern Kentucky, more of the same. There's a little break in the action, but that's going to fill in fairly quickly as low pressure across the deep south becomes kind of a system that's going to merge with one that is coming across the Dakotas now. Those two hook up across the Great Lakes over the next couple of days. In the short term, it means a lot of rain and a lot of wind. As I mentioned, those gusts at times this evening, 30 miles an hour, increasing as we head into the overnight. Coming up in a few minutes, not only are we tracking the current storm, guys, but we're focusing on the all-important Breeders' Cup and Halloween weekend that has another system that may impact the region. We'll take a look at that in 10 minutes.
Chris, thank you. Tonight, Lexington police are still trying to find a man they say stole someone's credit cards at Big Blue Madness.
As we first told you here last night at 11, Lexington police released this picture of the suspect. Police say this theft should be a warning to people attending big events like UK games or the Breeders' Cup this weekend. As Victor Puente tells us, police say they have seen an increase in thefts targeting fans.
The thousands of people attending the Breeders' Cup this weekend may be focused on the horses, but Lexington police say it's possible a group of thieves could be focusing on them. This surveillance video shows a man using a credit card police say was stolen after its owner lost it at Big Blue Madness. They say it's not the first time someone attending a large event has been targeted recently. They say pickpockets have been busy.
Such as Thursday Night Live, Keeneland, and we believe there may be some related to UK football games as well.
And with thousands of horse racing fans filling Lexington over the next few days, they believe Keeneland could be a target.
Probably a group of the similar people traveling to the larger social gatherings.
Painter says in the past few weeks about half a dozen such thefts have been reported, but they think many of them are unreported, which deprives detectives of valuable information.
Where everything's occurring, time frames, as well as kind of MOs of what to look for.
So they're asking anyone attending a large event in Lexington to keep an eye on their belongings and their wallet in a secure place.
Kind of keep an eye on their possessions, not leave purses unattended, look out for suspicious people.
Not only will Lexington police have extra officers at Keeneland this weekend watching for pickpockets, they also plan on having extra officers at Rupp Arena tonight for the blue-white game. In Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Now, Lexington police say it's possible the thief from Big Blue Madness was working at Rupp Arena at the time of the theft.
Triple Crown winner American Pharoah has arrived in Lexington for the Breeders' Cup. A plane carrying the horse touched down at Bluegrass Airport about 3:30 this afternoon. He was then taken across the road to Keeneland. American Pharoah is the heavy favorite in the Breeders' Cup Classic. It is the first time a Triple Crown winner has raced in the Classic. Breeders' Cup fans continue to arrive in the Bluegrass tonight, and many of them are coming in through Bluegrass Airport. And airport leaders say they're doing what they can to make sure that all of these visitors feel welcome. As Sean Moody tells us, they've made a few changes to make room for all the extra flights coming to Lexington this week.
At Bluegrass Airport, Breeders' Cup week is about to really take off.
A lot of our airlines have added additional flights or a lot larger aircraft. So instead of seeing 50-seat airplanes come through, you're going to see 180-seat airplanes come through.
And they want to be sure all those visitors get a good taste of bluegrass country.
We are the first and last impression for so many guests who are coming to our community, and we really want to do our community proud.
For Breeders' Cup week, that means all purple everywhere.
Complimentary bourbon balls from Maker's Mark. We have a call to the post at baggage claim that will play as their bags arrive.
Cottle expects it to be busiest after the races are over. She said there are about 45% more flights on Sunday, so if you're planning to fly out, you need to plan ahead.
If you're flying out on Sunday and Monday, we really recommend arriving to the airport 2 hours prior to your flight time. We certainly are going to get passengers through as fast as possible, but we want them to have that extra time.
Now, it won't just be the airline side of the airport that's busy over the next few days. They also expect their general aviation ramp here to be packed as well.
We're looking at about 200 to 250 aircraft anticipating landing here.
TAC Air General Manager Wesley Williams says they've already booked all their parking for private aircraft, and they've even had to improvise some new parking.
We're actually utilizing the runway 927. We're closing it down and using it as a parking lot. That whole thing is going to be full.
Just like over in the main terminal, TAC Air plans to give its visitors the Breeders' Cup experience as well.
We want them to see purple everywhere. We want them to see the Breeders' Cup logo and everybody associated with it.
In Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
Bluegrass Airport leaders expect a record number of passengers on Sunday and Monday, the 2 days following the Breeders' Cup. New tonight, we are learning more about how much money the city of Lexington is spending for the Breeders' Cup. City leaders tell us the bill will end up being about $563,000. Most of it spent on landscaping materials, plants, and cleaning up around Lexington. $100,000 of that total is being spent on police and firefighters. But Lexington city leaders tell us the Breeders' Cup is expected to have an estimated economic impact of $65 million.
Tonight, UK basketball fans will get another sneak peek of this year's new team. The Cats will play against each other in the annual Blue-White game. Rob Bromley joins us live from Rupp Arena with a preview. Can't wait to get the season started, Rob.
Yes, it is the Blue-White game tonight here in Rupp Arena. The Cats out on the court right now warming up, and it will be interesting to see how John Calipari works his lineups and how this team looks, which is ranked by some as high as #1 in the country. Cal has a handful of returning players, but again, a roster really loaded up with newcomers. He's been telling his players two things they have to do: fight and value possessions.
Shot selection, turnover, assist-to-turnover ratio, valuing each possession. So it doesn't matter what we run, just value the possession. It doesn't matter how we're defending, just fight. Fight on both ends of the ball, and let's value possessions, and then we'll be okay. That's all we're working on right now.
And tip-off will be at 7 o'clock tonight. It's on the SEC Network. Coming up shortly in sports, we'll hear from Alex Poitras as he talks about freshman Skal Labissiere. I'll have that in just a few minutes, but for now, that's it from here in Rupp Arena. Sam Amber, back to you.
Rob, thank you. And the Cats' first exhibition game is next Monday night against Ottawa. Tonight, Lexington police are looking for thieves who targeted cars parked outside hotels in the Hamburg area.
Police say this morning 3 cars were broken into outside the Hyatt Place on Bryant Road, and 1 car was broken into outside the Hilton Garden Inn on nearby Plotted Place. Police haven't said what was stolen from the cars. At last check, they had not made any arrests.
We have an update tonight on a Central Kentucky bridge that's been closed for repairs. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says that bridge repair work for the Kennedy Mill Bridge will be awarded to a contractor next month. They expect repairs to be finished by April 1st of next year. That bridge carries Highway 152 across Harrington Lake between Mercer and Garrett counties. It was closed last month after an evaluation found significant deterioration.